is basically changing from the 50-50 to a position that I call 80-20 guard. So right now we're equal. You know, the lever to his hip, the lever to my hip, we're in the same configuration. The lever to his knee is in the same configuration. I'm going to try to slip my knee to the mat while rotating my hip so that he can't get his knee out of the same position. I can be in a triangle, I can be crossing my legs. Usually the triangle is the one we want the most. So I'm starting from here, I can be controlling his knee, I can have my ankles crossed, whatever I was doing. For a split second, I'm going to open my legs, and I'm going to hip escape, get my knee to the mat. Now, even if I go back to triangle and cross my legs, my knee is on the outside. So if we turn a little bit, my knee is now on the outside, which means two things. One, the lever to my hip is no longer under his control. So for the purposes of sweeping or like passing mechanics, he doesn't have that lever. And two, for the purposes of the heel hook, because my knee is outside, he can start twisting all he wants. I'm free to rotate in a direction that's going to disable any damage that could potentially occur. So once more, we're here, hand in base, hip escape, make sure your hip blocks his knee from coming out. You can triangle the leg, you don't have to. Once the knee is out, you are safe from the heel hook. Now that we're here, we're just going to remove ourselves from the 50-50, again, into a position of pass. So how am I going to do that? I need to still control these two levers. I have a whole explanation that I gave on how there's no such thing as a scramble, because a scramble, and shameless plug here, Stephen Kesting is going to have a video all about that pretty soon. A scramble is a race to base while maintaining control of the levers to the hip, or a lever to the hip. So right now, there are two levers to Rich's hip that I can try to access, and I want to make sure that he doesn't access the levers to my hip. So I'm just going to hold both his ankles, and I'm going to invert. That's it. I'm on my knee, holding. This leg is going to wing across, touch the mat. My butt comes up. At this point, if you really wanted to, you could just disengage entirely. And if that's sort of your level of comfort, please just do that. But if you're comfortable inverting and using any kind of leg lever type stuff, what I would suggest is once you get here, is you control that lever. So I'm keeping the grip on his ankle, and I'm just pushing, pushing, pushing. And I'm going to use that to pass the guard, or to attack knee bars, toe holds, whatever other kind of cool stuff you know how to do. All right, so once again, I'm in a 50-50 battle, and I don't like the way it's going. Hip escape, knee to the mat, ankle, ankle. Invert, put your foot in here.
And this foot comes out at the same time.
That foot comes out, exactly, because now I'm going to need to use that foot to technical stand up. If I remove this tension, he's got the lever to my hip, he just won the scramble. No such thing as a scramble. The guy who controls the lever to the other person's hip and gets into base wins 100% of the time. If you know that and you know what your goals are, it's not a random movement that the more athletic or quicker guy wins. It's the movement that the more technical guy with the better understanding of body mechanics wins 100% of the time. So, 1, hip escape, knee to the mat. 2, control both levers. Invert, foot comes in, other leg comes out. I'm controlling this. In the gi, you'd be controlling the pants or the ankle. Up to you. I'm still controlling this because now Rich can't technical stand up. Even if I let go of one of these, he still really can't technical stand up because I was controlling the lever to his hip. My leg was a frame, his leg was a lever, which means I win every time. As soon as I let go, this leg is a lever, he wins. It literally is that simple in every sort of scramble that you see. So if I'm here, I need to maintain that kind of side kick. If you've ever seen a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie where he does it with way more impressive angle than I can, maintain. So sorry. And then once I pin this to the mat, the easiest way to pass is just to pass that down. All right, who needs to see that movement again? See what's important. Sure. So, find myself here. Slip my knee out and make sure I'm controlling both of his ankles. Invert. Push, 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 push. Once I'm here, kick out. Everybody got it? Let's try that one.